Hi, I'm Eric Bauman. I'm the chair of the Los Angeles County Democratic Party and the vice chair of the California Democratic Party. And I'm here today to talk to you about electing Democrats. It's my job to make sure that we keep California as blue as possible. But the only way I can do that is with the help of people like the volunteers at the Pasadena Area United Democratic Headquarters. It's because of the incredible work at the Pasadena UDH that we deliver this part of Los Angeles without a worry. Because volunteers turn out and work hard every day. They dial the phones, they walk and knock on doors, and most importantly, they help us raise the funds necessary to get our candidates' messages out.
So you're going to go out in pairs and walk one side and one person walk the other side.
The Pasadena Area United Democratic Headquarters has been getting voters to the polls every election cycle since it was first established in 1998. Every 2 years, a coalition of Democratic clubs opens a headquarters which becomes the hub of activity 7 days a week, where thousands of volunteers do the grassroots work needed to win elections. Through this intensive outreach, new volunteers are recruited and new Democratic clubs form because folks at the headquarters want to come together in common cause to elect Democrats at every level in their community and to further strengthen our party throughout the region. The UDH's activities run the gamut, from registering 5,000 new voters to running phone banks that connect with more than 100,000 voters each election. Every weekend, these dedicated volunteers canvass door-to-door throughout the district. The staff designs and prints walk pieces and holds training sessions so that volunteers are prepared when they meet voters and can face-to-face skillfully talk about the issues and the candidates and encourage these voters to cast their votes for Democrats.
Employment is the most important, I think.
Hello, I'm Congressman Adam Schiff, and I proudly represent California's 29th Congressional District. When I first ran for Congress in 2000, I was up against one of the best-funded Republican incumbents in the nation, in what would become the most expensive House race in history. Needless to say, I needed all the help I could get. I was fortunate to have the United Democratic Headquarters work independently to register new voters and get them to the polls by Election Day. The UDH has been there every election cycle since, identifying voters, making calls, and knocking on doors. Their enthusiasm and energy is indispensable, and I could not have done it without them. What I particularly like is the opportunity it affords young people to learn grassroots politics and what it takes to win elections. The UDH is a training ground for the next generation of Democratic leaders. That value cannot be overstated, and we are so fortunate to have this club coalition working in our region. I hope you'll give them your wholehearted support, as I do.
One of the critical components of success is how many occasional voters we can get to cast a ballot.
I'm from the United Democratic Headquarters, and I'm out here canvassing the neighborhood, encouraging people to vote Democratic in 2012. Have you thought about how you're going to vote?
In 2006, a field study was conducted by scientists from the California Institute of Technology, Lawrence Berkeley National Laboratory, and the University of Chicago, which showed that turnout among newly registered voters and middle to low propensity voters increased by almost 6% when contacted by a UDH volunteer. This is a measurable effect which can decide close elections. State Senator Carol Liu credits the UDH with helping her in her tight Assembly and Senate races.
UDH is fabulous. If you're running for office in this area, you need their help. I remember the very first time I ran for the Assembly, and they were so organized and helped me not only get myself together in terms of walking and calling on the phone, and the community that gets out there and does this volunteering has so much fun because we all fed them at the end of the day. And it was just a great fun. And you know, when you're working on a really small budget, we're very creative.
Elections are won when you have passionate youthful energy at work, and grassroots politics is where young people thrive. The UDH is a training ground for the next generation of Democratic Party leadership. More than 100 students and first-time voters are mentored each election cycle at the UDH. Mark Gonzalez started his political career as an intern at the UDH in 2006 and now is a representative for Assembly Speaker John Perez and a leader of the LA Democratic Party.
It was just exciting for me as an intern to receive a scholarship to be a part of an organization that had clubs under its umbrella all working toward the same cause and meeting volunteers and going out and doing voter registration and contacting voters and soliciting for permitted absentee voters. And it was just an exciting experience for me where I learned so much from colleagues, from friends, and meeting new people along the way, people that I today can call close friends as a result of that internship. And the UDH really helped me to further my education, and that scholarship was really the stepping stone for me to be where I am today.
By the time we hit the critical 72-hour countdown before Election Day, a network of more than 250 precinct captains is in place who organize volunteers to get our voters to the polls. Phone calls are made, door hangers are hung, poll watchers monitor election sites, text messages are sent, and volunteers drive voters to the polls. It is this extra push that helps each Democratic candidate slide into the win column. State Assemblyman Anthony Portantino values the help the UDH has given his assembly races over the years.
Let me tell you about the Pasadena Area United Democratic Headquarters, a group of nearly a dozen committed Democratic clubs that come together every 2 years to ensure that Democratic candidates get elected and get reelected. These committed volunteers work tirelessly throughout the entire year to bring together what has been called the best grassroots Democratic activist organization in the state of California. The UDH was instrumental in helping me get elected. The UDH is instrumental in recruiting new people to the Democratic causes that we hold so near and dear to our hearts. Their Get Out the Vote drives are legendary. Their fundraising efforts are legendary. The Oktoberfest is just a wonderful time that they put on every year to raise money to see the Democratic candidates get elected. They deserve our support and our appreciation, and a big thank you for all the work that they do.
Come join us and have a lot of fun. Meet people of like minds. Support your candidates, all the Democratic candidates. It's a wonderful opportunity for all of us to work together to ensure a Democratic win.
I need you to step up today and help us and help the United Area Pasadena Democratic Headquarters do their thing. Because let me tell you, when Democrats turn out, Democrats win. And with your help and the United Area Pasadena Democratic Headquarters, Democrats will turn out and vote next November. So if you want to make friends with other Democrats and work together for victory, the Pasadena UDH is the place where you'll be welcomed with open arms. So if you want to get involved, visit our website at PasadenaDemocrats.com or follow us on Facebook at Pasadena Democrats or on Twitter at Pasadena Dems.